Hey, this is Will from Radio Flite. I just wanted to do a quick video and share something with you that we discovered at the field today. Um, just something you want to look out for with the Horizon Hobby Mini Apprentice S. So let me want to get the fuselage out of the foam, but I have one already assembled, and this is just one that I just got today. It's just a backup. But I just wanted to show you, for those of you that are shopping for this plane and maybe considering Motion RC, or you've done some homework and you've come across Motion RC, this paper that Motion RC puts this in there. What they do is they go over the components, and they add this paper in there to keep everything super secure. So like if you lift this paper out of here, you see you've got just that paper was protecting, the prop, the nose, the battery, the wall charger, and so that means a lot to me. I worked for Federal Express for quite a few years, and Federal Express, UPS, it's just the nature of the business. Things get tossed around, they get dropped, they get things dropped on them. It's just the nature of the business. It's not that they're deliberately abusing your packages. It's a time-sensitive business. Time is money. They go as fast as they can. Accidents happen. They pay the claim, and they move on. So this little bit of added protection, and knowing that somebody at Motion RC took the time to go through each of the planes that I've purchased, make sure that everything's complete, make sure everything's in perfect shape before they send it off to you. So that means pulling it out of the cardboard box, pulling it out of the retail packaging, going through it, and then adding all this to it. So, all right, let me move some of this paper, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I wanted to point out for the owners of the Mini Apprentice S. Okay, here you have the fuselage pulled out of the box for the Mini Apprentice. And I put it on the Ernst stand, if any of you are familiar with the stand, just to give you an idea. And you got to remember that they're calling this the Mini Apprentice, but the wing is about the same size as the T-28 Trojan, the 1.2 or 1200 millimeter from Horizon. So once you get the tail feathers put on and everything, it's substantial. It's not real flimsy like some of the really small planes. But okay, so let's. I want to flip this over here. All right, and sorry about the shadow. You got your battery compartment, and then you've got this section right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, what happened was the guy at the field, the grass was plenty short to do takeoff, but he got it in his head that he wanted to have somebody hand launch it. So one of the other guys hand launched it, and what he did was he put his finger in here like this, and you can see how thick or thin that foam is. There's my finger. I'm going to say it's like 3/16, maybe 1/8 of an inch. But in any event, because of these holes, which allow warm air to escape, they're basically like an exhaust, if you will, heat exhaust. This guy put his finger, I think it was this one, it might have been this one, and when he threw it, he pulled this right out of here and broke this back to here and broke back there. And it's not the end of the world, but I mean, you're better off grabbing it, like that, for a hand launch. Grabbing it so it feels comfortable, and hand launching it that way. If you're not flying off, really rough grass or really tall grass, the wheels are a pretty good size. I'm a big guy. I've got huge hands. So you can see that, the wheels aren't, they're not really, really small. But okay, that's it. I won't run my soup cooler too long. I just wanted to share that so that people that are new to the Mini Apprentice S, or if you get another plane that's got these vents like this, the holes in the bottom to let out the warm air. Probably not a good idea to stick your finger in there. It's not the end of the world. It can easily be repaired, but it is kind of a bummer. It was only like his second or third flight, and he tore the bottom of the plane off. So I will say, while I got the camera rolling, bang for the buck. And having experience flying this plane for maybe a dozen packs or so, outstanding value. I think it's $230 street price, and you get everything from soup to nuts, transmitter, charger, car charger, wall charger. You just bind it to your Spectrum transmitter, and in about the time it takes the battery to charge, you can put the plane together, and it truly is a park flyer. I mean, it's just the right size, and it flies so slow. It's got enough speed to keep it exciting, but it will slow down. And between its flight characteristics and the AS3X flight stabilization, safe, it's just amazing compared to when I learned how to fly. And you just didn't have that extra cushion, if you will, while you're in the learning process. I do recommend flight simulators to all the guys that I teach, just to keep the rust off, to practice new maneuvers. If you crash, you're not throwing, several $100s down the drain or looking at costly repairs. You hit the reset button, you got a new plane, you keep on learning. One thing I noticed, you can see here, the amount of right thrust they built in, and but this plane flies perfect. It flies just like the original Apprentice, the larger, the big brother to this plane. I think a lot of that is due to the stabilization system, and I would encourage new pilots, don't lean on that too much. Get the basics down, and and then learn how to fly without it. If you got windy conditions, or you're knock-kneed for some, you're knocking your knees together, or you're nervous that day for some reason, go ahead and use it. But use it as a learning tool, and then progress onto flying the plane yourself and unassisted. But I guess that's a personal choice. We'll just say that the whole point of the hobby is to enjoy yourself and have a really good time with your friends, and hopefully make some new friends. But all right, guys, that's it from Radio Flite, and stay tuned. I've got one thing that I was really happy about. I was looking for another high-tech X1 Plus charger, and I have the X4, but I'd rather have separate chargers, only because if the X4 were to break, I don't have a backup. And I have a couple X1s, and I wanted to get one more, and I found one on eBay. I think it just says LiPo balance charger. It's a generic, like, no name. It's got a couple of, it says like JM something, but that's on its way. I should get that in a few days. I think the guys got them on there for like $26.99 or $29.99, and best offer, I offered him $22, and he took it. So it's $22 with free shipping for that price, if it is indeed the exact same charger, because that charger, you get the guts of that charger under a lot of different brand names and their labeling. But if indeed it is the same, you can essentially get 3 chargers for the cost of one high-tech X1, or like a Traxxas Easy Peak Plus. But so I'll be doing another video on that. Guys, have fun at the field. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave comments. I really, really appreciate it. And see you at the field.